in here.
Wow, that's a lot. Just getting the porch siding put in for winter. It's that time of year. And we had the porch refinished last summer. The measurements, or the cuts weren't exactly square, so we have to kind of work around it. Do some funky cutting here to get this piece to fit in. We got one in. This fits fairly tight. But this one you can see is not square. So we got to work around that. My brother was saying during one of the hurricanes, it actually popped one of these 3/4-inch plywood planks out of here. We've got 2-inch screws in them. But the force of that hurricane wind, until you live through one, you just cannot appreciate it. It is very dangerous. So far, we've been lucky. At least since I've been living here. 2 years, 2.5 years. And then we're going to have to get this fire pit. Maybe get a fire going later today. Have to kind of tend to it. Just a beautiful fall morning, Thanksgiving weekend. Well, the boys are still hard at it, getting the wood stacked on the porch. A cord of wood. I don't think it's going to easily fit in here. A little uncertain. I know we had 2 full rows last year in here, and a third row, half a third row. And I think we put that in September. It's near the end of September. It was in here. It's good dry wood. No question about it. Well, as you can see, the fire ban has been lifted. You can burn firewood again out here at the fire pit at Campbell Woods. It's been, I guess, about 3 months. Yeah, almost 3 months. We've had a fire ban since the middle of July because we've had extremely dry drought conditions. So this wood pile has been piling up. So we have a nice day today, Thanksgiving Sunday, here in Canada. We've got the turkey cooking, got the fire pit going. Just enjoying a beautiful weekend here. We have baseball on TV tonight. Our team is playing. It's going to be a night game. It's game 1 of the American League Championship. 2 expansion teams that started in 1977. Seattle Mariners and the Toronto Blue Jays. So it should be good. We're looking forward to it. It's been a while since we've had our home team in Toronto in the playoffs. 2015. I cannot believe it's 10 years. How fast that 10 years just disappeared. My last 7 years of working. I've been retired 3 years now. But it's fun to have baseball back in the fall, and to be enjoying it. Buddy? What do you have to say, Mr. Hamish? Get too close to that fire now, Hamish. Don't take any sticks out of there. You'll have a hot mouth. past peak color. Some of the trees, maple trees at the top of the hollow there, are stripped. Well, there's still nice color on this side and all over the property. We'll enjoy it as long as we can.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Thanksgiving dinner at the Campbell homestead. After 177 years, we're enjoying a beautiful Thanksgiving dinner.
Mark, this is unbelievable. Feast.
It is. It's a lot of work. And the rest of our family is in Collingwood, and they're breaking bread right now. Just getting a couple of nuisance trees taken out on the front of the property. They're elm trees that are standing dead. They died a few years ago, and our contractor, Gary, great contractor, has got that one tree with 3 sections down. Now it's just blocking it up. And you can see there's a tree beside it. It's also going to come down. Right there. Looks like it's still in pretty good shape after 6 or 7 years of being dead. I guess they're not going to use the excavator to, well, they may. He's putting his notch in the front. That's Gary's son-in-law, I believe. Another great worker. Oh, that came out easy. Wow, that's amazing. Great job. These boys don't mess around. They get to it and get at it. The extra firewood for us. We don't need it this year, but we will definitely use it. I just can't believe that wood looks like it's in a really good shape. Got the Kubota. Taking some of the smaller branches away. And here is the 3 elm trees that were taken down. These trees have been dead for at least 6 or 7 years. Standing dead. Yeah, they're still in not bad shape. A little bit of funkiness there. You can see it, but that will burn. In fact, we're still burning the other tree that was beside it that died 7 years ago. And you wouldn't believe how hard that wood is. It is really a good burning wood, and I never would have thought it would have lasted this long. There's still good firewood in that, believe it or not, after a lot of years of standing dead. Anyway, Gary and his crew got it down safely, and we have one more tree to take out. One more tree to take out beside the house that's growing into our septic system, our new septic system. So we'll get that fixed. Hopefully today. Won't be able to burn that one for another year. This wood is good to go right now for burning. We got some work to block it up. That's easy. It's right here near the wood pile. Hamish! Back, boy! Hamish! There's Gary with the bobcat. Kubota. That's a great rig. Well, we're finishing up with some of the old farm equipment that didn't get taken. That's an old combine. We're just gonna, I guess, crush it into smaller pieces and put it in the bush. I don't know if they can lift that out with the excavator. Gary's just going to pick it up with the Kubota. Not sure how that works. Stay tuned. Got some serious jaws on it. I never noticed that before. They are huge. I'm just going to take it piece by piece, maybe. They're going to hook it on there with chains and drag it. I think that's what they're going to do. Get some chains on there and drag her out. Yep, they're dragging her. They're dragging her. Oh, the wheels are still moving on that excavator, that combine. That's unbelievable. What's left of it? It's ready for the scrapyard. Where are they going to tow to? Kind of running out of room there. Don't block that way, Gary. Beside the tractor, I guess. Neat and tidy. Guess that's where she's gone. And that's it, I think. Well, the time has come for the soybeans to be harvested. And this is how it's done. Wow, they take it off the trail, they hook it on the front, and they'll have this field done in probably less than 5 minutes. It's not a big field, it's only a few acres. Got a hubbub of activity here. We got the high line doing the tree work on the hydro lines. We got lots of potato farmers getting their last potatoes in. Of course, ours came in a month ago. That hopper will just be full of beans. Well, this is the lowest yield we've had now in 5 years. And this field, you can walk across it. It was so lush. The first year it went in, third year, and now we're in year 5. Anthony? Heck of a nice guy. He's making sure that his subs are working great. I want him to come around again. Yeah. Ooh, my goodness. That is about as dry as it's going to get. Over here to see Anthony. Say hello. And there's the hopper, all filled up. Beans are in. Fields are cleared for another year. It's our, I guess the guy I met back in May or June. You stay back, Hamish. You stay back from this big equipment. There comes the other guy. It's all good. The winter wheat is coming in quite nice. You can see Hamish there walking through it. This is the front field, just a bit of rain and a little cooler weather. And it's popped right up. Now they harvested the soybean. In this field, we thought there was a mistake made on it in the spring. But they were supposed to put potatoes in here. So that was to match the other side. But they didn't. So instead they decided to put in soybean and winter wheat, and they've gone over it again and sowed more soybean. So the soybean they put in, they've harvested it with some winter wheat, but you can still see some of the winter wheat coming up here. Anything that's green. So I guess there's always an option. There's always a workaround in farming. You can see it kind of running up there. So this will be winter wheat, all of this taken out next July and August. Yeah, sounds like a northern flicker, but I think it's a hairy woodpecker. Lots of those. And you can see the weather has kind of changed. Very fall-like here in the skies. Just taking Hamish for his daily walk. We'll get up to field 3 and 4, I think. And we'll head back to the farm. I've got to sharpen the buzz saws up, chainsaws up. We've got a pile of wood we've taken down from the front elm trees. That has to be all cut up into rounds. My nephew is coming next Monday. He's going to help me with some of the woodwork here, including that beautiful yellow birch that's right up at the top of that hill there. On the other side, there's about 8 to 10 feet of really good rounds that we can cut up. And I had another project I have to work on. Back in the front farm field here at the Campbell Woods. This is the field that they took the soybean off a couple of days ago. You can see the little pods. They leave a lot in there. It's surprising how much is left, but it doesn't go in the hopper. It doesn't meet the standard, I guess. And there's definitely a feel of fall in the air today. Get a cool north wind. A cool north wind. And I remember this tree from last year. It's got some nice looking apples on it. It's obviously a late tree. A wild tree that's growing in here. They wouldn't have had an apple tree here. And it's loaded with apples. what condition they're in. Who knows? See them there? They look kind of tasty. I bet they are. I bet they are tasty. Oh, that's wrong. That one's been frozen. There you go. Apples galore. It's funny how they grew in here on the side of the field. She takes a few apples and seeds. Animals carry them in here, or birds. Here's our seed separator. If you're a farmer, you probably haven't seen one of these in a long time. Unfortunately, it was left out. So, it was in our main barn, and then it was pulled out when we were doing renovations. Lost quite a bit of leaves here. Taking Hamish for his daily walk. Finding his route. I try to change it up every day just to make it interesting. He waits and waits and waits for that. That's a highlight of his day. This type of dog has to be really exercised. Minimum 1 hour. You get a couple hours in of good running. It makes for a well-behaved Labrador Retriever, especially a silver one. They're just a little bit more excitable, a little more barky. I didn't know that when I got the breed. Hopefully he settles down, and he has settled down quite a bit from when we first got him, even 6 months ago. So he is settling in, which is good. This is the back lane, which we opened up. It wasn't open for over 30 years. But this is where they would have originally had mail for over 100 years. And this goes down to the dam, the water. My grandfather, Leslie's Cove. I used to take my siblings fishing. Okay, Hamish, you stay there. We don't want you on the road. Stay. Good dog. Good dog. Okay, Hamish, let's go back. Let's go back. We're going to go around the other side of the farm. We're not going on the road today. Okay, Hamish? Let's go. Good dog. Good dog. Good dog. Let's go. Walking dog. It's always a nice time of year here, the back lane with all the maples and elm and poplar, mountain ash. Not a lot of oak on the property. I guess it was all stripped off. Welcome back to the Campbell Woods on Firepit Friday. This is only the second fire that we've had at the fire pit since the middle of July, because we've had a severe drought, as most of North America has had, particularly eastern Canada. So this is only our second fire, and it's now the middle of October. And we're still enjoying the fall colors, a special time of year. One of my favorites, no doubt about it. We're enjoying it here on Friday. Fire's doing nice. Don't want to have a great big one. But there's lots of firewood, and I've got my tasks lined up for me tomorrow. I didn't do much work today. It was kind of inclement with mist and rain. But my logs are over there. Some elm that we got from the property. I'm going to block them up tomorrow. We've also got a beer review. Hazy IPA from Gahan Breweries. And this beer, I will say, as it says on the label, is very juicy. that is very citrusy and juicy. I can only compare it to a higher test beer that they produce called the Snowbird, and that's a seasonal beer also, which is great for drinking in the winter. But this beer would be applicable all year. Unfortunately, it's just a house seasonal. They're testing it out, but I give it a go and a thumbs up. And, of course, I'm wearing my Lucky Blue Jays hat because our team has come back from 2 games down for the Eastern American League pennant, and they're playing in Seattle. They've tied the series up. The game, I believe, is tomorrow. Game 5, I guess. And hopefully the Blue Jays can continue their momentum and bring the next games back to Toronto after tomorrow and finish it and pick up the American League division title, which they haven't done since 1993, I believe, and go on into the World Series, which they've previously been in 1992 and 93. So we'll be cheering on the Jays. Go Jays. And we'll be enjoying this Firepit Friday with a nice seasonal air. We'll see you next time from the Campbell Woods. Over and out.